Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everyone's doing well. And today I got another chatting vid. Today is the basil fried rice, and I fried up a couple eggs, put it on top too. Basil fried rice, and of course, if you've seen in the last vid, had to get the Coke Zero. First thing first, let's crack it open. And like normally when I make these videos, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about, but today I was going on my walk and I was listening to some music, and I've been having not necessarily bad days, but like more like type of week or months, whatever you want to say. I haven't been feeling or being in the best mood recently, and I caught myself and I was like, I was feeling better, I was feeling good, and then in my head I'm like, why am I feeling good? I'm supposed to be feeling bad, so why do I feel good? But it's like, you always have a choice. I have a choice, and I can choose to be happy. I can choose to get over whatever thing I'm going through, because a lot of the time we identify with our circumstances. It's not bad. It's less flavorful than I would have maybe liked, but I made it extra spicy today, and then it's not bad. But yeah, we always have a choice, because everybody is always on some, this is my circumstance, and you identify with your circumstance. But we have the power to choose, because we always have that choice. We have the choice to be like, yeah, I'm not gonna be whatever my situation is. I may be dealt a bad hand, but I'm not gonna be like, why, and not play the game. You have to choose how you play the cards you've been dealt, and you can choose to shift. Just because you're having a bad day, you're having a couple bad weeks, and you're always feeling bad, your mood is always bad, you can choose and say, nah, I'm not going to be doing this. I'm not going to always be in a bad mood. Because at the end of the day, it is a choice. I truly believe that it's a choice. You can choose and you say, this is not who I want to be. This circumstance is not who I am. So yeah, that was just like a practical thing that happened to me today, where I was like, I wasn't in the best mood. Caught myself like kind of like vibing to the music, and I'm like, so first I said, why am I vibing to the music? I'm supposed to be sad. But it's like, you're not supposed to be anything. You have the choice. And that's what I feel like a lot of people, that's where we make the mistake. We make the mistake of, things are not going well in my life, so I can't be doing good, because externally things in my life are not good. Things are not going the way I want them to, but internally, that's where we have the choice. Internally, we do not have to be our external circumstance. Because something about internal versus external things we are never able to control. It doesn't matter how much money you have, how much self-improvement you've done. It doesn't matter who you are. External things you will never be able to control. Whether it's situations, people, all of it. Any external thing we cannot control. The only thing you can control is you. You control your mind. And true strength is when you control your mind. When you do not let outside external things bother you. And if you're the reason, you're like, I'm disappointed in myself, I haven't been doing the things I said I'm doing, then that's up to you. It's up to you to change, because you can always choose. You always have that choice. And I feel like a lot of us, we don't believe that we do have a choice. We don't think that we do, is because it's like, I'm supposed to be sad. I'm supposed to be in a bad mood because of my circumstance. I just got broken up with. I'm supposed to be sad. I just got rejected from that job. I'm supposed to be upset. But you have the choice, because that was an external thing that happened in your life. And internally, what are you going to do? Are you going to choose which path? The path of, okay, I got rejected from that job. They didn't offer me the job. But what are you going to choose? Because there is always a choice. You always have a choice. And what's it going to be? It's going to be, you're going to get upset. You're going to say, why didn't they hire me? I was the perfect candidate. I said every little thing right. Or you're going to say, okay, this door closed. It means it was not meant for me. What is the choice that you make? Because every single day we make choices. We make choices every single day of our lives. And that's what we need to understand. What are we going to choose? Are we going to choose to keep on having that negative mindset? Or are we going to choose change? Because all of us, we want to change our lives. We want to be better. We have this, this future envisioned for ourselves. But it starts with your choices. Everything is, what are you going to choose? That's what I've kind of been going through, is reminding myself that you always have a choice. You may have chosen wrong in the past, but it's learning from those wrong decisions. Because a lot of us, we make a bad choice, we make a mistake, but we never learn from it. And that's the problem. We never learn from our mistakes, and what do? We keep on making them over and over again, and that's the whole problem. That's why we're so stuck and stagnant in certain seasons of our life, because we make a mistake and we're like, whatever. You feel bad in the moment, but then after, you go right back. You make the same mistake again and again, but you have the choice. And I feel like one of the most impactful things for me is having the mindset of, you are not that person, right? It's like, say you're a smoker and you're trying to quit smoking. You should have the mindset of, I don't smoke, not I'm trying to quit smoking. Because if you have the mindset of, I'm not a smoker, then you're going to slowly trick yourself into believing that you don't smoke, and then eventually you will not smoke. But it will be hard, yeah, of course. Getting over any addiction, getting over anything will be difficult. So it's reframing your mindset when it comes to things like that. It's like, you want to be someone who goes to the gym. It's not, I'm trying to get into the gym, or I'm trying to lose weight. It's, I'm going to lose weight. I'm somebody who does go to the gym. That's that mindset switch. Because once you trick yourself into believing it, then your actions will follow. Because it always starts with belief. You believe something to be true, and then your actions will follow. And you're like, how do you just believe? It's just, you always constantly think about it, and you talk and you tell yourself, I can do it. I will be able to do this. And when that doubt creeps into your head, and it always will, because that's doubt. We're all humans. We're always going to second guess, doubt ourselves, because the doubt will happen. And you're going to doubt yourself. You're going to be like, no, but what if I can't? What if I can't do it? If you're somebody who you always doubt yourself and you tend to talk about yourself negatively, then you just have to show up. You have to ignore that voice, because that voice is never going to go away. Everybody has doubts. Everybody has that voice that is telling them, hey, you're never going to do it. Why are you trying? Might as well quit now. But it's learning to suppress it. Learning to tell that voice, no, I do not need to be that person. I am not that person. So yeah, we always have a choice. We're not our circumstance, but a lot of us, we tend to identify with our circumstance, and we tend to feel the way we're supposed to. But you're not supposed to feel any type of way. You have the choice to feel something different, to be something different. So don't believe that just because things are not going well in your life, they're not going the way you want them to, doesn't mean that you have to be that way. You're supposed to feel a certain way. You have the choice. You have the choice to choose different, to say, excuse me, this is not who I want to be. I'm not going to identify, excuse me, I'm not going to identify with my circumstance. And that's that. So if you're somebody who you tend to be like always in a bad mood, letting external things affect you, just remembering like how strong the mind truly is, because you can choose to change anytime. You can choose to have a different mindset about things anytime you'd like. So you don't need to keep identifying with external things. You don't have to keep letting external things get to you. External things bring you down, put you in a bad mood. Because that's the thing, it's external things only do that to you if you let it. If you let outside things get to you, then they will. But if you have that strong mentality, because everything is about having that strong mental, that unbreakable will, that's what will get you past external hardship, things in your life going bad. If you have a really strong mental, a strong internal. And like having a strong mental, like, is only built, you can only build that when external things happen and all you want to do is you want to crash out, you want to lash out at people, you want to be sad or whatever it is. And I'm not saying it's bad to feel your emotions. Feeling your emotions is super important. It's something that we all need to do, but it's acting on it, right? It's like somebody cuts you off in traffic and all you want to do, you want to hold your horn, you want to zoom right beside them, roll your window down, flip them off. That's what you want. to do, but you don't need to do it. Excuse me. That's the difference. It's like, just because you have an impulse to do something and you feel like doing something, it doesn't mean you have to. Or I feel like I need a drink. You don't need a drink. I feel like I have to go smoke a J. No, you don't. You don't need to do anything. And you know that I shouldn't do it, but you justify it because it's like, but they did this to me. Now you're justifying your actions. And you're letting those external things get to you. You're letting those external things control your internal. But we can't keep letting that happen. So it's always controlling our internal, always remembering that we have a choice. We always have a choice. So I'm gonna finish up my dinner. I hope everyone enjoyed today's video. I hope you have a great rest of your night. I'll see y'all in the next one.